right, no dilly-dallying. We got the MAC championship. Let's add it to the trophy cabinet. I've been playing a lot on this profile, so I got a ton of trophies, but we will replace our oldest. Let's go in here, first of all, and look at the other championship games. See what we have. We got A&M at Georgia, UTSA, UAB. We're gonna sim the ones, live sim the ones with playoff implications. Obviously, that's a mental game. Look at that. USC, Oregon State, Wisconsin, Ohio State. So let's start with A&M and Georgia. Sim it up. See what happens. Ooh, A&M wins in overtime. Wow. A&M is probably going to the playoff. Georgia losing at number 7 will probably be enough to put him out of the playoff. NC State, Miami. Let's sim that one. NC State crushes Miami, honestly. 35-21. No answer from Miami in that second half. Second quarter, a lot of scoring. 4 touchdowns in the second quarter. Sheesh. All right, that's a good one. USC has to win. They have to win this. And they do. They might be in with that performance. 36-24 against Oregon State. They're Pac-12 champions. Wisconsin, Ohio State. Ohio State can honestly lose this game, and they'd probably make it. But they don't. They beat the crap out of Wisconsin. Man, Ohio. I hope I don't play Ohio State. They look ridiculous, man. Just scoring at will, doing whatever they want. All right, that's the big boy games. We're going to go ahead and head back over here. Use our coaching skill tree points really quick. I thought it said... Oh, no, that was from the previous week. Okay. Ignore that. Let's go. And we're going to advance to bowl season, right? That's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to have to set up the playoff brackets. So let's do it. All right, there's our level for Bruschetta. Kendall Milton has won the Heisman. I mean, who else? Look at that. 23, 75, 24 touchdowns, 312 receiving yards on 400 carries. That's a lot of carries. Typically on my Heisman guys, they end up with like 250, 275, something like that. That's a ton of carries. 696, it's just a dominant Heisman win. Doesn't matter because... Ooh, Dowell won the returner award. We will add that. Yes, replace the last trophy. Bruschetta won coach of the year. I mean, he's undefeated. He's undefeated. Who else is going to win it? Let's be honest. Let's go and set the bracket. Let me use my Bruschetta point. Let's see. I'm probably going to do the locked recruit thing. No, we'll start building. I need to have my point base high. Let's go look at who this bracket should be. Top 25. Probably looking at, okay, number 1, NC State, because they beat number 5, Miami. Okay, that's fair. But Ohio State also won. So I think Ohio State's 1, NC State's 2, Oklahoma's 3, we're 4. Miami's only lost to number 2 NC State. Miami's ahead of us. We're 5. Let me track this. Hold on. I would put it on the screen, but I'm just gonna keep it simple, man. There's no. Actually, I still might do that. Hold on. Let's see. So we're gonna do Ohio State number 1. We're gonna do NC State number 2. I don't think Ohio State should be punished for a loss. They beat Wisconsin 34-13. They're champions. They've been beating everybody's ass all year. We're gonna do OU number 3. Sure. We're gonna do Miami, regular Miami. Number 4, because I don't think we should be ahead of them. Miami's only loss is number technically the number 1 team, number 2 team, right? So then it's going to be us. Now we're number 5. So basically outside of 5, who are we putting in here? Tech's only loss is to number 5 Miami. They beat Georgia in the rivalry game. Georgia lost the SEC championship to Texas A&M, who has a win over Alabama, who has a win over Georgia. Mizzou has, and that's basically it. Alabama has lost to A&M and lost to Kentucky, so I think Alabama's out. Michigan State has losses to Notre Dame, 4-8 Notre Dame, 7-5 Purdue. So let's think. Number 6 has got to be Georgia Tech, no doubt. Oops, knocking shit around. Okay, number 6 is Georgia Tech. Number 7, I think it's got to be number 7. It's got to be SEC champion A&M. Right. 12-1 USC, the Pac-12 champion. Is I think. Okay, so it says here, A&M was 11 and USC was 10 in last week. So instead of having A&M hop USC, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do USC number 7, and then we're gonna do A&M number 8. Everybody shifts up. Alabama's lost A&M, so obviously they shouldn't be ahead of them. I don't know why they're ahead of them. That doesn't make sense. Alabama bias. USC's only got 1 loss, and Georgia's out because they lost to A&M 2 losses. And they're definitely not going ahead of USC, and A&M has a head-to-head. So I think that sets our playoff. I think Ohio State, NC State, OU, Miami of Ohio, Georgia Tech, USC, and A&M. Okay, let me just pause. Let me just get the tool up, and I'll probably do a little screen capture of this bad boy. So let's get this set up. Right. Okay. So we've got our tool set up here. I'm just going to overlay it on the screen because why not? It looks cool, whatever. And we're going to set up the college football playoff on this thing. We're doing an 18 playoff, and we're going to set the bracket. So the bids will be given out in default, but we're going to manually put our bids. We're going to load our save file here, which you can't see on the screen right now, but I am in my save data. I'm clicking the USR data for our profile. We are going to load this Dynasty. Get it rolling. Takes a little while, but I think this is going to be an exciting playoff. We're going to have to face... Okay, so let me pull up our little notes we got here. We've got Ohio State at number 1. I'm just going to go down the list. Ohio State. Oh, LMNOP. Ohio State, boom. Number 2 is NC State. NC State, boom. Number 3 is Oklahoma, boom. Number 4 is Miami, regular Miami. Number 5 is us. So we are playing Miami. Oh, no. Number 6 is Georgia Tech, which is surprising. That's an amazing result for Georgia Tech. Number 7 is USC, because why would A&M jump USC if USC won? And number 8, it's squeaking in, Texas A&M. ATM, boom. All right, so there's our bracket. We've got number 1 Ohio State versus number 8 A&M. We've got NC State, USC. We've got us, the Battle of the Miamis in the Orange Bowl. That is awesome, dude. That's actually awesome. We've got Oklahoma and Georgia Tech. All these are gonna be sick. I'm super excited. I gotta back out for a second. Hang on. We're gonna save. If you're wondering how to do this, I might do a video on how to set this up. I always save twice for some reason. So I'm gonna back out, go to main menu, and then we're going to load this result. Save the bracket. It'll save our little thing. Not too worried about any of the other bowl games, to be honest with you. 18 playoff takes a while, so we're just gonna rock with it. All right, Dynasty is saved. Let's go in here and let's hop into our Dynasty, and here we are, number 4, Miami of Ohio, although it should be the other way around. Did I mess that up? I don't think I messed that up. Whatever. Oh yeah, it goes just based off the poll. I can't mess with the poll. So first thing before we play our game, because I'm not doing our game in this video, we're going to simulate the other matchups. Let me get this off the screen. Boom. Okay, let's simulate the other matchups. We've got... probably do OU and Tech first, because this is a part of what you got to do. OU and Tech, who you got? I think Oklahoma pulls it out. Georgia Tech's obviously really resilient. Let's see who wins. Nothing pops up on the preview. Oklahoma, Smokelahoma, absolutely beats the tar out of Georgia Tech. I want to see it. Game summary. They just kind of never looked back, man. They just couldn't get them stopped. 415 yards, yeah. I mean, that'll do it. Georgia Tech turned the ball over twice, 2 picks. What are you going to do? All right, next up, let's go down the list. I don't want the number. I think Ohio State on our little list is number 1. So we're going to do NC State USC next. Oh, man. I'm rooting for USC because their quarterback is pretty sick, and I was hoping. But NC State might just be too much of a juggernaut. 0-0 on a preview, and NC State beats USC pretty handily. 10-0 first quarter. Halftime is 10-7. They come out firing 17-point third quarter. 5 turnovers for USC. That will do it. That will absolutely do it. They beat him in yards by 150, but 5 turnovers will lose you the game every time. All right, and for our final semifinal game, we have Texas A&M and Ohio State. Number 1 versus number 8 here. Ignore the numbers on the screen. We're going to simulate this, see who can get the win. A&M knocks off number 1 Ohio State. No way. Was this crazy? Was this crazy? Oh, man. How about that? Ohio State 2 turnovers. Wow, man. Wow. Ohio State has lost to Texas A&M. That is crazy. All right. So there's those games, and we will be back in the next episode with our first playoff game against the U Miami. I will see you then.